way healers can see the tanks, and everyone else can see the tanks. Alright, so for those of you that were not here with us last week on this boss, this is how this is going to work. You're split up into two groups. Groups 1 and 3, odd groups, you're going to be on the left side over here where Moon is. If you're on groups 2 and 4, you're going to be over here on square side. That's going to be your side. You're going to be spreading out during the fight. Tanks are going to tank the boss more or less kind of where circle is. They're over here. You do not come over and drop shit near tanks. You leave tank spot alone. They got their own shit to worry about. When you get rot, you're going to take it out to the wall. You're going to dump it at the wall. Yep. We're going to try something out a little bit differently tonight when we get the sleep phase. Instead of everybody just dodging willy-nilly, we're going to try to come over here near the tanks during sleep phase and see if maybe if there's a little less shit to stand in. There may not be, there may be. I don't know, we'll see. But pretty much the way the fight works for those that has not seen Mythic yet, the big mechanic they added in is there's a mind control. Now you get 10 stacks of rot, or infestation, or whatever the fucking debuff's called. She's going to do a scream at various intervals during the fight. Anybody with 10 or more, you get mind controlled. So it's not an instant thing. When you hit 10, you'll kind of know. And this is how you clear out the stacks of rot that you get. Correct. It's after every breath. So with that being said, the first 3 people to get rot, we are going to make you force to get 10 stacks, which means you see somebody with rot bursting on them, go over there and give them a hug. Pop personal and stand in the fucking ooze. Don't kill yourself, but yeah, it's fine endeavor. But doing that is going to be how basically you do it. The first 3 people to get rot, we force you to take it. That way you clear your stacks right away. The whole goal behind this fight is managing how rot works with the mind control phase. If you get it, like let's say you get rot right off the rip, you get called out by Nythendra to go down, and he's the one that handles who gets mind controlled and all that fun shit. You're going to go stand at circle after breath, and he'll do this. DBM will pop this big warning telling you to run there. You're going to go there, you're going to run, you're going to stand there, and you're going to get cleaved down a certain point until you become unmind controlled, and then you're going to get out. So that way rot doesn't drop and wipe us. That's pretty much the fight. That's really the only mechanic they've really added in here is the mind control, which we can kind of control it as best we can. The whole goal is to not get 12 people down there at mind control land at once, so that way we don't run into any issues. Does anyone have any questions?
Can we talk about rot drops a little bit? A few of us talked about it on the website, but what we were having happen is everyone would go against the wall where there was a blank spot and drop in rot, and we discussed maybe kind of stacking them. So like if there's a rot spot here and you have rot, drop it in front, because what was happening is sometimes there was an absolute line of rot along here. So if you were here trying to dodge stuff, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why at the beginning I said we're going to try to move to where tanks are, because there shouldn't be nearly as many rot drops over there. And the main thing people were dying to last go around was not stacking in rot. They were dying to the bugs on the ground, which means they're standing still and not moving, which is the main thing that we need to watch out for. That's the #1 killer of people last week were bursts of corruption, which is coming from the bugs. So obviously you don't want to get hit by bugs. You don't want to hit by green shit either. Take it from me, you're going to get hit by green shit. It's a matter of minimizing how much green shit you get hit by, so that way you don't build up your stacks too much, which is why, like I said, we're going to try running over there near tanks, because the only people that are dropping shit over there are tanks, so theoretically there should be less stacks of rot over there. As of right now, we have issues with people standing in bugs. We have issues with people not getting the mind control properly. I'm not going to add to the pile of issues dropping rot in exact placement. We can't get people to fucking move during sleep phase. I'm not going to micromanage how people drop rots. Just simply move around them. And one way I think we can move around them is by running over there near tanks. We're going to try it out. Any other questions? Logs are running, yes. Alright, we're doing ready check. Oh, yep, Doug brought up a great point. Throw up range 8, that way you know not to stand in people that are pulsing with rot. When green tanks, it's on you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The dream has changed, yet I will protect it still.
I suggest you run away fast. I suggest you run away fast.
Your waiting life is a disease!
Alright, so what? Nifix, Balog, Car.
Looks like Nythendra disconnected.
That's fun.
Game froze, sorry.
Your waiting life is a disease!
Thanks.
You have no more need of this life!
Mule, Danny, if you can get one more. There you go.
No! I still have
I
much
suggest
to
you run away. I suggest 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 you run away fast.
I'm at 9.
Yep.
Cats will be turning.
Try to hang there if you can.
Okay.
I suggest you run away fast.
within!
We're gonna have a lot of people going down this time.
Fast.
I have 10.
Yep. Make sure you get the circle after breath.
Have no more
So right here.
need of this life.
I suggest you run away. 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 I suggest you run away fast.
Your waiting life is a disease!
I suggest you run away. I suggest you run away. I suggest you run away. I suggest you run away fast.
I wouldn't do that.
I suggest you run away. I suggest you run away. I suggest you
Should
run
we
away.
go down
I
the next
suggest
one?
run away. I suggest run away.
I'm going down
Run
the
away.
next
I
one,
suggest run away. I suggest run
Oh,
away. I
shit.
suggest run away
You have
fast.
no more need of this life.
I'm going down.
I suggest you run away. I suggest 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 run away.
Stein silence AoE. There we go.
I suggest you run away. I suggest 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 run away.
Alright, I'll build up for next one,
I
then,
suggest
Zars.
run away. I suggest 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 run away fast.
If you want to take the next rod out and then just grab a couple extra, whatever you need.
Yeah, I get it.
Drinking.
I suggest you run away. I suggest you run away fast. I suggest you run away.
We have one resin, another one soon. Two
Hold
resin.
on to them. If you guys have your second potions, now's the time to use them.
From within!
We got a lot of people going down. Go ahead and get Chrome up.
I suggest you run away. 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 I suggest you run away fast.
You're going down, get there.
One of the tanks is going to be out.
Oh,
shit.
Boss.
I got it before I get back stacking rock. Mule's behind the boss. MC, sorry. Thank you. Get Sunder.
Down.
You're wasting life as a disease! You have no more need of this life!
Endeavor, McKen, Snooge, Nifix, Cattrack.
No! I still have much to do! Return to me!
Fuck, I'm going to end up going down, Ryder, on the next one.
Alright.
This job be good.
I'll take the rod out.
Your waking life is a disease! Breathe deeply! Embrace your fate!
Best in mind.
One of the tanks is going down. Boss is going to move. As is out.
Consume
Run out, Ryder.
within!
Casting. Casting.
Pop CDs, personal spots.
Come on.
You're waking. You
Rod.
have no more need of
Hello.
And it's just that easy, kids.
Good call, Cinder.
job, guys. Wow, holy shit.
Nice.
We did it. Alright, you ready for it?